Hello, I'd like to share some information with you today in regards to strategies for forgiving others. This information is coming from verywellmind.com, written by Elizabeth Scott, and reviewed by Rachel Goldman. So, although forgiveness may bring some benefits or many of benefits, particularly to the forgiver, to forgive is not always easy. In fact, many people would like to get to let go of the anger and forgive, um, with the question, though, of how to forgive. While individuals, people may have a unique perspective on how to forgive, there are some strategies that I'm going to list out that can possibly be effective for assisting you in that process. So, expressing yourself. In contemplation, how to forgive someone. Um, it may or may not help to express your feelings to the other person. If the relationship is important to you and you would like to maintain it, it may be very useful for you to express yourself in telling that person how you feel in a non-threatening way or using non-threatening language. Um, and how their actions um, not only have affected you, but if that person is no longer in your life, possibly writing it out, expressing that um, you believe that the things that were done to you or you were wronged, and addressing the situation directly, and then kind of balling that up, tearing up that letter, and moving on. Now, the moving on part is the part that a therapist can definitely assist you with if you're struggling with that. It may seem uh, still to help to put your feelings into words as a form of assisting with letting go. People don't need to necessarily know that you're forgiving them. Forgiveness is more for yourself more than the other person. So look for the positive. Journaling. I've spoken about this before. Journaling about a situation where you feel like you were hurt and or wrong can help you process what happened and move on. However, though, the way that you write about it and what you choose to focus on can make all of the difference in how easy it becomes to forgive. Um, that's with practice. So picking up a pen, starting journaling about, the silver lining of the situation. The next time that you find yourself in a situation with individuals that have wronged you, or keep an ongoing gratitude journal to assist you to forgive them a little every day. Another is cultivating empathy. So while you don't have to agree with what the other person did to you, when working on how to forgive, it can be helpful or of assistance to put yourself in the other person's shoes at times. So instead of seeing them as the enemy, try understanding the factors that they were dealing with. Were they going through a particular difficult time of their lives? Have you ever made similar mishaps or mistakes that they've done to you? Try to remember the person's good qualities, if possible. Assume that their motives were not purposeful or purposely using or causing some pain to you. Unless you have clear indicators otherwise, and you may find it easier to kind of deal with those feelings and moving forward with the process of forgiveness. So, though, very important, still protect yourself in the process of moving on. You've possibly have heard before, first time, shame on you, second time, shame on me. Sometimes it can be difficult to forgive the person that you feel like has wronged you or has repeatedly had some negative treatment or towards you. So it's important to understand that forgiveness is not the same as condoning the offending action, and it is okay and sometimes vital to include self-protective plans for future as part as your forgiveness process. So, um, for example, if you have a coworker that you feel like is kind of stealing your ideas and or constantly like speaking about you, um, things of that nature that are pretty negative and may not feel good, you may feel like it's a little bit difficult to forgive. However, though, you can make a plan to address the behavior with, supervisors, with the person directly, with HR, and move out of that kind of negative situation in that manner. That's for example, I'm saying, suggesting to do that. Blanket forgiveness of someone is um, continuing to hurt you is not necessarily a great idea for your emotional health. So letting go of your anger and trying to forgive will bring benefits of forgiveness without opening up to you to any other further unsavory repeated experience. You don't need to hold on to a grudge in order to protect yourself. Um, I think kind of segueing into that and practicing that, because there are some nuances to that, is getting assistance, support if needed. So, if you're still having difficulty knowing how to forgive someone who's wronged you in a significant way, you may become successful in working with a therapist who can help work with you and work through those feelings, those thoughts on a deeper level and personally support you through that process. So I hope that this information was of assistance for you today, and I hope you enjoy the remainder of your day.